Okay, guys, so the most common question I get is number one, where do I camp? Number two, how do you find the best camp spots? And number three, can you tell me some camp spots? All right, the last one, I won't tell you any camp spots, but I will help you to ultimately find some amazing camp spots on your own. First of all, decide how far you are willing to drive on this particular camp trip. So if you're just going for the weekend, you don't want to spend 8 or 9 hours driving one way. So for me, it's all right, I want to drive for 4 hours, one way tops to get to this camp spot. So say I'm based in Perth, I, drew an imaginary line in my mind about how far 4 hours is and what's achievable in that time. Decide how far you're willing to drive, and then decide, all right, do you want to be in the bush? Do you want to be on the beach? Do you want to be in the desert? So for me, that's the two biggest things: how far I'm willing to go, what landscape I want to be surrounded in. Once you've decided that, then it's a matter of checking the weather. All right, so you can use whatever weather app you prefer. For me, I go with Seabreeze because I'm also looking at the surf, and I'll continue to use Seabreeze even if I'm not chasing waves. Once you've selected your location, check the wind, check the weather. If it's looking shit, head the other direction. You want to be flexible. You don't want to be too rigid in, all right, I want to go south this weekend and that's all I'm going to do. If you're going for a cool camp trip, keep it flexible. Just wing it. Some of the best trips I've ever had are from doing just that. So for me, location, choose the location, choose the weather. If the weather suits and is looking good, the next step for me is a bit of a combo of the Hemmer map, the HX1 navigator, and of course your phone. I use a lot of satellite imagery if I'm trying to find a camp spot out of the way with no one else around. I'll jump on a rough area of where I want to go, start getting on Google Maps and looking for those little hidden spots with satellite maps, and that's how I find it. Because and even if you're driving, if you're going to be arriving at night, you can have already found your perfect camp spot before you get there. You don't want to be driving at night and then rock up and then go, oh shit, we've got to find somewhere to camp. You want somewhere that is going to be special for you. You've found this spot, you've found it before you've even got there, and worst case scenario, you get there, it's no good, but you've already found option B, which is not too far away. For now, choosing your basic camp spot is what it's all about, and choosing a spot out of the way. You're not going to bump into another person, or someone's got their generator on next to you, stuff that. You just want to hear bloody birds chirping or the waves lapping. Okay, so I've decided I want to go south. All right, so I'm looking in the Albany direction, and I'm using seabreeze.com.au, and I've gone on Western Australia, and then I've jumped onto Southwest to find Albany. So this is a 7-day forecast of Albany, and I'm looking at Saturday, Sunday. I'm looking at the weather. So first of all, sunny, cloudy, rain. The temps are pretty good for this time of year, and the winds on a Saturday, well, the Sunday the winds are good. They're a northerly. On the Saturday they're a south, so not as good, but they're very, very light. So it shouldn't affect that bit of coastline down there at all. So I'm heading Albany way. So now I jump on a Google Maps. I go in the Albany, Denmark kind of area, and now if I can work my phone, now it's a matter of getting on Google Maps, zooming around, having a look at all these open spots here. Like that's all, basically just beautiful sand in between dunes, right? So, I've decided I want to stay on the beach because the winds are looking good. Right, so now you zoom out, have a look around, look for those little empty spots, little hidden little coves. And look guys, this is pretty much as easy as it is, all right? Look, you've got your option 1 there, and then option 2, you find an option 2. So look, I've just gone the other side of the point for option 2, just as an example, all right? Pin both locations, and then that's it. Guys, I've jumped on the Hemmer, the HX1 Navigator, and I've found the location that we've picked out on my Google Maps. So just in case navigation fails on the Google Maps, or you drop out of reception, I typically tend to stay with the Hemmer. I don't even bother with the phone anymore. So select as destination, calculating route. Right. You've got you're starting in Perth, finishing up there. You've got your route info if you need, alternative routes, right? So you got your fast, easy, short, and yeah, look, they just adds up in kilometres. So look, let's just go the fast, select, start navigation. There we are, perfect. Lock him in right there, and if all else fails, we've also got the Australia Road and 4-wheel drive Atlas by Hemmer. This thing is epic. It has got literally everything. So look, same thing, working out where you're going. We're just near that little tent there. So there's you select whichever way you want to go, and I just take Albany Highway and then hook off a little bit early. So that's your third option. So first option for me is the HX1 Navigator. Sitting it right there, it's easy, you barely need to glance at it. It's not in my way either, it's perfect. As soon as it goes into night time as well, it dims the whole screen. So this guy's amazing. And we've got the paper and of course the phone. So all right, we are ready to go to our camp that we've selected. The winds are looking good. So there you go guys, it is as easy as that. You've found your location, the winds are looking good, the weather's looking good. You've got your 2 modes of getting down there, your HX1, your paper map, and of course you've got your Google Maps if you want as well. My go-to would be this boy. Don't get me wrong, I love the old paper map. Look, you've got options A and B for your camp spots. If you're getting down there at night, you've got 2 good options for a camp spot. If they're not that great, then in the morning you just go for a cruise around the area. You're bound to find something that's epic to suit your desire, your needs of your dream camp spot for that weekend. So best of luck guys. Looking forward to seeing how you go. Hit me up with questions, comments, any feedback. I will get more into weather and wind and tides and whatnot in an upcoming episode, but for now, there's the basics. Go find a camp spot. Phew.